Hello friends, today's topic is string in Python. Strings are nothing but the combination of characters tied up together. So for example, we'll print a string which is this is my pen. So that's a string. But we can print this string by using different methods or formats. So for example, I can do the similar work by using double quotes. So it will work. But now the issue is if I want to insert a special character, how can I? For, for that, I will use a different text here. So I will be whose pen is this? So this. But for example, if I start this the similar sentence with the single quote, it won't work. It will give me an error because Python will think that it is an incomplete syntax. So there is a missing quote. So that's the way. There are two methods to avoid this error. We can either change it to double quotes, it will work, or what we can do is we can use a backslash. Backslash will do the similar work for us. By adding a backslash, even I can do the similar work by using single quotes. See the result? We are having the same result in both the condition. So moving forward, let's get moving. There's another one. For example, if you want to insert a line in the code or you want half text in the first line and other half text in the second line, we can do the similar thing. So I'm printing a code as saying, is this your pen? And in the second line I want to print, yes, that is my pen. So we can do the similar stuff and we will get the result in the second line. And there's another way to print the similar stuff. I will just copy this and having my second example ready. So we will use the three quotes instead of one, three double quotes. So I will remove this and you can do your formatting by yourself. How many? So it will be multi-line script. So this is example of multi-line string. And I am commenting this out because we don't want to see the previous result. So this is the way you can use the multi-line string. So moving forward, let's pass a string to a variable. So let's say I will be using a variable message is my variable name where I want a string to show. We'll start with very basic one, hello world. If I want to print, I can simply say print message. So it will give me output hello world. So there are a lot of other functions that comes with the string. For example, if I want how many, like what's the length of a string, how many characters this string have. So we have another built-in function that's length. So this will give us a characters. But have you seen, if we count it, it's 11 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it is saying 12. Why? Because it is also counting the space in front. So if you want the count without the space, so we can use another function called strip. So by adding this function, if we do the run button, it will give us a count 11. So what it is doing is it is removing the space, extra space from the front and the last.
So let's get started with that. So for example, if I want to find a word from string, so in order to do that, I will use my variable name and dot, and I will use the find function. And for example, if I want to find E, and I'll play the button, it gave me a position of a E which is 2 here. And moving forward, we can do similar thing with replace. Message dot replace, we want to replace the word with Amit. So we can do the similar thing here. It will be showing hello Amit instead of hello world. So these are the functions that we can use in string. Moving forward, let me just reflect back to my sheet if I'm missing anything. Yeah. So now another challenge in the string is, for example, if I want to print a path, let's say I'm printing a path C colon N name. That's a path of my directory. So if I print it, let's see what happened. It starts splitting it up because it's considered it as a new line. So in order to remove this, or in order to fix this, we can just add a character R in front of your screen. So it will start taking it as a row string. So let's try. Yep, it's working fine now. So another thing that I want to discuss today is how we can concatenate two strings. For example, string 1 is equal to hello, and string 2 equals what. So if I want to print them together in one string, how we can do that? The first way is we can use print function and say st1 plus st2. So it will give me a arrow. It will give me a output with hello world, but it look weird because there is no space in between. So what we can do is we can add another plus and add a space. So this one way, or the another way can be we can use print hello and world. So this is another way of concatenating the string in Python. Similar way, we can add a space here as well. So there are two ways of concatenating the string. So now moving forward for indexing. In indexing, every word have a, or every character in the string have the index number associated to it. For example, if I just want to print the h from the string 1, so what I will do is I will say st1, and in the square bracket I will give the position number 0 for the h. So it will give me the h value. And you can print the multiple characters in one go by using the colon. For example, you want to print just first 3, so I will be doing 0 colon 3. So it will give me a hell as an output. Or we can use it another way. For example, you want to print anything after the second word, so I will just put the second at the start and leave the column empty. So it will give me a h double l o as a output. So we can use this one as. And moving forward, there's a very common issue in that comes into picture, which is we want to change the caps of the word. So we can do that by using the upper or lower function. For example, if I want everything upper for st1, so I can just use dot upper function. So everything will be upper. You can see it was in lowercase here, but after using this we have the upper. Similar way we can use the lower function, so it will give us everything in lowercase. So that's another function that I wanted to discuss. The last function in this one is, for example, we have two strings, hello and the word. We want to format it and or fix it in a sentence. So let's get started. For this one we will use the format. I'm adding a string where I want to fit this. So I want hello at the first, so I'm using the curly brackets in there, and the second one I will be using how are you beautiful, and I want to insert a second string here. So what I will do is I will use the function called format, and in bracket I will be using st1 and st1 and st2. So what it will do is this function will put this one into the first bracket and st2 into the second bracket. Let's see if it works. So I'm printing it. See, similar string, we have a syntax here. So hello comes here and word comes here. There's another way of doing that. We can, maybe the people who are familiar with Python still don't know this because this is very new technique. So you can use a F in front, and you can use how are you beautiful and similar way, but instead of going outside the bracket you can put your variable name here. So st1 and st2. So this is a similar way of doing formatting for the string. So these were the two ways that we can use to format the string. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the more videos.